Chargers Nation, what just happened has the entire NFL buzzing. The Los Angeles Chargers have pulled off a shocking move that could completely reshape their season and send shockwaves through the AFC. This isn't just another headline, this could define the future of the franchise. But before we break down the latest update, do us a quick favor, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. That way, you'll always stay locked in with every breaking Chargers update. Now, let's move on to the new news. Inside the locker room, tension and excitement are running high. The franchise is in the middle of bold changes, tough decisions, and strategic shifts that might be the difference between a season to remember or another year of frustration. And today, we finally got clarity on one of the biggest mysteries surrounding this offense. In the most anticipated press conference of the preseason, offensive coordinator Greg Roman stepped forward and broke his silence. Keenan Allen's return to the Chargers has completely shifted the conversation inside the building. Not only is his presence boosting team morale, but the chemistry between Allen and rookie sensation Ladd McConkey is becoming one of the most intriguing storylines of the preseason. When asked about pairing the veteran with the young playmaker, offensive coordinator Greg Roman didn't give away too much, but his words carried weight. "Sometimes those two can share the field, sometimes they can't," Roman said with a smirk. That single statement opens the door to a whole new offensive design, one where every snap could look different. Imagine it, Allen's polished route running and high football IQ meshed with McConkey's raw speed and versatility. It's a blend of experience and youth that could leave defenses guessing on every possession. Roman's praise for Allen went even further. He called the veteran exceptional, highlighting his adaptability and leadership. In his words, Allen has earned an A+ since stepping back on the field. So, for anyone doubting whether number 13 could still perform at an elite level, the message is clear: Allen isn't just back, he's ready to elevate the entire receiving corps. The preseason matchup against the Rams already gave fans a glimpse of this evolving strategy. McConkey played all 8 snaps with Justin Herbert, while Allen appeared in 5 each in critical passing downs. That tells us one thing: McConkey is being treated like a foundational piece, while Allen is positioned as the strategic weapon, deployed exactly when he's needed most. And this receiving puzzle doesn't end there. Quentin Johnston is still recovering from a concussion, while other names like Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and Doss Davis are waiting for their shot to prove they belong. The competition is fierce, the combinations are endless, and the outcome could redefine what the Chargers' offense looks like this season. The Chargers' offensive puzzle is getting more complicated and far more exciting. As they prepare to face the Kansas City Chiefs, one burning question looms large: will Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey line up together, or will they rotate to keep defenses guessing? That uncertainty alone could be the hidden weapon that tilts the balance in the Chargers' favor. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Just when fans thought the front office was finished making bold moves, fresh rumors suggest otherwise. According to league chatter, Los Angeles is still keeping an eye on the market, and one surprising name has surfaced: Jauan Jennings of the San Francisco 49ers. Reports indicate that if Jennings' situation in San Francisco takes a turn, the Chargers could step in with an offer. The rumored package? A 5th-round pick in 2026 and a 4th-rounder in 2027. On paper, that's no small price for a receiver who hasn't yet reached star status but is known for reliability and toughness. And that's where the debate truly begins. Should the Chargers gamble away valuable draft capital for a player who might only be a role piece? Or is this exactly the kind of under-the-radar move that could give Justin Herbert the depth he needs to finally unlock this offense? Jauan Jennings steps into 2024 with more confidence than ever before. After delivering the best season of his career, the wideout enters the final year of a $15 million contract, hungry for recognition, respect, and a bigger role. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest he's frustrated. Some even claim Jennings has hinted at pushing for a trade if the 49ers can't meet his demands. But San Francisco has its own reasons to hold on tight. General Manager John Lynch isn't showing the slightest interest in letting him walk. And why would he? The 49ers are already battling depth concerns at wide receiver, and losing Jennings would create a hole nearly impossible to fill. This week, he returned to practice without restrictions, signaling that the team plans to lean on him heavily in the year ahead. Now here's where the Chargers come into play. If Los Angeles does pull the trigger on a move, Jennings could immediately become a high-impact addition, especially if injuries hit the receiving core, as they so often do during the long grind of an NFL season. Depth at wide receiver isn't a luxury in this league, it's survival. But the question remains, is he truly needed? The roster is already stacked with Keenan Allen's leadership, Ladd McConkey's growing chemistry with Justin Herbert, Quentin Johnston's recovery journey, and Trey Harris turning heads in camp. Add in several hungry young talents, and suddenly, the Chargers' receiver room looks crowded. So the dilemma is clear: would Jennings be the missing piece, or just another name in an already competitive battle for targets? So the real question is this: would Jauan Jennings be a smart, strategic addition, or just an expensive gamble that drains future draft picks the Chargers might need elsewhere? This debate goes well beyond adding one more receiver. It cuts to the heart of how the franchise wants to build its future. Do they push their chips in now, betting on immediate success, or play it safe by preserving draft capital and letting their young talent develop? Either way, the fact that Jennings' name is even in the mix tells us something important. The Chargers front office is not afraid to explore bold options. Whether this speculation turns into reality or fades away, it highlights the uncertainty surrounding the team's offensive identity heading into the season. And that uncertainty doesn't end with the passing game. In fact, it ties directly to another storyline that could define the Chargers' entire year: the running attack. All eyes are now shifting to Najee Harris, the man many believe could transform this offense from good to unstoppable. Harris, signed on a one-year deal worth $5.25 million, has finally been cleared for full contact after a frightening setback this summer. In July, a fireworks accident nearly derailed his season before it even began. For weeks, Harris was sidelined during training camp, raising serious concern inside the locker room and leaving fans wondering if he'd ever be the same. The good news? Harris himself confirmed that the injury was only superficial, sparing his vision and allowing him to make a full recovery. What could have been a career-altering tragedy has instead turned into a comeback story. Now, with his return, the Chargers suddenly have a ground game weapon that might change everything about how this offense operates. With the scare finally behind him, Najee Harris is back in full gear, training hard and preparing to make his Chargers debut in one of the most unique settings imaginable: the season opener against the Kansas City Chiefs in Brazil. Coach Jim Harbaugh has kept his game plan close to the vest, refusing to reveal exactly how Harris will be used. But the message is clear: he's ready, and his presence changes everything. For Los Angeles, this is more than just another running back in the rotation. Harris brings something the team has been missing for years: reliability, physicality, and experience. He doesn't need to learn the league, he's already proven he can carry the load. And that makes him the perfect counterpart to rookie Omarion Hampton, the first-round pick widely seen as the future of the franchise. The clash between Harris and Hampton isn't about ego, it's about balance. Hampton represents raw talent and long-term potential. Harris represents steadiness and immediate impact. Together, they could finally give Justin Herbert something he hasn't had since 2021, the last time the Chargers managed to beat Kansas City, a running game that opponents must respect. And make no mistake, this season is more than just a fresh start for Harris, it's redemption. After a terrifying offseason injury, he now has the chance to remind the league why he's still one of the most dependable backs in football. Every snap is a new audition, not just for a role in Los Angeles, but for his future, a potential payday in 2026 that could secure his place among the league's most valued runners. But beyond contracts and careers, Harris now carries a greater mission: to be the difference maker in the games that matter most, the ones that separate playoff hopefuls from true contenders. And as Allen and McConkey reshape the passing game, with trade rumors still swirling around Jauan Jennings, Harris's arrival gives the Chargers one thing they haven't had in years: balance. This season isn't just about building a team. It's about writing history. And every play, every snap, could be the one that tips the scales in the Chargers' favor.